didn't say anything, but it says it's recording. So, okay. Hello, everyone. I am Lisa Twilley. I am the director of the Women's Business Center at Maryland Capital Enterprises. Thank you for joining us today. We have our sister WBC, Baltimore Metropolitan's Women's Business Center here. Director Dr. Sierra Robinson, and Gabrielle Hall are here with us today. So I'm going to let them tell you a little bit about their center, and then I'll talk to you more about MCE.
Hi, everyone. We are the Baltimore Metropolitan Women's Business Center. So, for those who do not know about us, we're actually housed at Morgan State University. Go Bears. And we are so excited to be here on the call with you guys. Thank you to MCE for always being open to partner with us. We do serve women business owners in the Baltimore metropolitan area. So, this is anywhere from Baltimore City to Carroll County. So, we have a huge reach. If you guys are located in those areas, you guys are more than welcome to connect with us. And of course, we'll drop our information in the chat as well. Thank you guys. Looking forward to the chat.
And Gabrielle's already introduced us, but I am Dr. Sierra Robinson. I serve as the director here, as Gabrielle stated, at Morgan State. We're also going to put our website in the chat in addition to our Instagram. So feel free to like and follow us where we upload resources and different opportunities and pitch things that you guys can participate in outside of Balt Metro or MCE. We'd like to share other opportunities that we see with other partners, with other organizations as we see them. All right. So welcome.
Great. Thank you, guys. So those of you who aren't familiar with Maryland Capital Enterprises and the Women's Business Center, we do the same services as they do. We help you with the business plans. We help you with cash flow projections. We do consulting. We also can help get you ready for a loan. We also do loans here at MCE. So if if it's something that you don't qualify for with your bank and then you want to apply with us, you can feel free to do that as well. We serve all the Eastern Shore of Maryland. We serve Baltimore City, Baltimore County, Anne Arundel County, Cecil County, and who is it, Monkey Howard? Howard County, I think. Anyway, I get mixed up. We added 2 new ones in the end. So I will put my information in the chat. So if you need anything from us, please reach out. We always have classes going on that we host in partnership with Baltimore Metro, and we're all doing better at trying to get the word out there so that you guys see it. And if you want to be part of our newsletter, please email me and I can add you to our newsletter list. Okay, today we have Janal from, Janal, I'm going to let you introduce yourself and tell a little bit about you before you get started.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here, Lisa and partners. My name is Janal Contractor. I work for Comptroller Brooke-Lierman as a small business and community development director, meaning I am liaison for businesses like you, serve primarily small businesses and nonprofit organizations across the state of Maryland. I have here a few quick updates from the agency and some of the upcoming workshop information. So let me get started there. Right now. Okay. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen properly?
That's good.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, wonderful. So just for a quick overview, who is the Comptroller of Maryland? First female 34th Comptroller, elected CFO for the state of Maryland. Our agency has about 1,200 employees, and we have about 11 field offices. So we are where you need us to help you in person or through online portals. Okay. And the vision for the Comptroller is her simple belief is we do better when we all do better. That means it's a collective growth, and we are here to advance Maryland's economy. We work closely hand in hand with the governor and treasurer and everybody in the General Assembly. We have these brand new modernization initiative where our Maryland Tax Connect that is for businesses is now expanding to individuals. So now we are going to transport almost 4 billion records for the individual taxpayers to cloud, which means there will be a little bit of downtime when these records are getting migrated. And we would like the businesses to keep in mind those timeline. So what does that mean? So starting September 1, all the businesses as well as individual will be able to access Maryland Tax Connect and administer their taxes through online portal. And why are we doing this? So we saw the need to upgrade the 30-plus-year-old Maryland tax system. And this is the biggest modernization initiative since the comptroller has been elected. Some important dates to consider when we are doing this migration is obviously July 29 date is already passed, but August 20th, which is after 2 days, is the last day when businesses can file or make payment online. During the period of August 21 and 31st, the system is going to be down for migration. Like I mentioned earlier, 4 billion records are getting migrated, so it is going to take its time. And starting September 1, all the services will be back up online. Now, during the downtime, Maryland businesses will still be able to make payment through e-checks. The only thing is you will not be able to see the payment got posted on the account. So, but rest assured that if your payment falls within these downtime, there will not be any penalty because of the system being down. And if you have any questions related to these migration, you can call at 1-800-MD-TAXES, or you can email me if you have any issues with your business tax filing. I will share my contact information at the end of these slides. So that is the major update that is going on currently at the agency. You may have received a number of communication through our office in various ways. We've been out and about in the field, hosting webinars, sharing through our newsletter, joining public events to spread awareness about this. So in addition to the role of the comptroller, I wanted to kind of give a quick glimpse of what we do. So we do revenue administration for personal income tax, corporate income tax, sales and use, motor fuel, and alcohol and tobacco. And this is a wrong slide at the wrong time, but we also have these few ability through Maryland Tax Connect. You can see the businesses can make payments online through the Maryland Tax Connect, update personal information, retrieve tax information, filing return, their history, registering their businesses, applying and renewing business license, and then sales and use tax exemption certification. If you are in the nonprofit area, you know what that means. So these ability now will be expanded to all Marylander. So there is nothing change happening at the business level, but it's just getting expanded to all now. Also through this portal, there are various taxes that you can manage and pay. Some more taxes, various taxes that is applicable to your businesses, also handled through the same portal. Since I have a lot of slides, I want to go through them quickly. And then I'm going to go back to the slide that I earlier had it in the wrong place. I apologize for that. So in addition to tax administration, our office also releases reports that looks at Maryland state's spending as well as our state's economy. So the factors that are affecting our economy. And if you would like to give a read, they are all available on our website. You could go to marylandtexas.gov, research. We have number of research starting from 2023 all the way to latest report that we published on healthcare and economy. One of the exciting reports that is coming out sometime next month is Women and Economy, which is very, very fitting for this group. So if you would like to read that report, please keep an eye out for the announcement when that report gets published. Okay, and sorry for skipping a little too fast. Okay, so in addition to these reports, tax administration, and the tools, I have started doing online workshops that are good for small businesses, something that we heard in the field, something that businesses asked us about. So we kind of started working with the different state agencies and started delivering the type of workshop that the businesses would benefit from. Earlier this year, I offered two workshops, one on how to get various certification. So if you would be interested in doing state procurement, where would you go? What kind of certificate you would need to get and how to go about it. So I partnered with a team of DOSM. It's a Department of Social and Economic Mobility who is primarily responsible for the certification. You may have heard acronyms like MBE, SBR, VSB. So that is a state agency who is managing those certification process. And then after that, a follow-up workshop was about the procurement bidding and proposal writing. So how do you go about doing that? Another workshop I offered was for nonprofit compliance. Since nonprofits are central state partners, we release guidance on an annual basis. We collaborate with ASDAT, Secretary of State, and Comptroller team kind of host a roundtable, which I thought that was not very well accessible. Like it needed to be shared more than once. So we offered a compliance workshop earlier this year. Now we took a break in the summer because we know it's a very high traveling season. So now we are starting back up again. So in fall, as you can see on my screen, I have 3 workshops planned. The first one is on September 10, which is in partnership with the Maryland Department of Labor. This is sharing overview of the family program. This program will be implemented January 1st, 2027. So we kind of join forces to help them with the outreach and so businesses can understand what that program is like, how it's going to implement them. The second one is on September 17th. This is sort of like employee retention tool. So businesses can share with their employee ways they can use the tools like Maryland Saves for the retirement fund, as well as Maryland Health Connection to see various options for the health insurance. And then a workshop on access to capital is planned in October. And this is a very, very important topic for businesses. Those are especially looking to, start or expand. So I'm bringing various partners to join me to deliver these workshops. Since our agency do not have funding program, we don't issue loans or grants. But we get asked a lot about what are the funding resources when we meet businesses. So I took this opportunity to bring Department of Commerce, TEDCO, Baltimore Community Lending, and DHCD, which is Department of Housing and Community Development, to come and share the resources they have available for small businesses. So if you are interested in that topic, please register. After this workshop, I will share the links to all these workshops. So then Lisa can share that with all of you. So apart from that, I also work with the various organizations to host roundtable discussion where we meet. I see a couple questions coming up in the chat, but I'm going to go over that after I finish my presentation, if that's okay with everybody. So in addition to these workshop initiative, we also host roundtables to get the pulse from the industry leaders, understand the opportunities they have and the challenges they are facing. Since our office also releases 3 reports annually in partnership with the Bureau of Revenue Estimate, these kind of discussion helps them inform, and how they are seeing what is the businesses are seeing in the market, like whether their qualitative data matches with their quantitative research. If you haven't registered, if you haven't subscribed to our newsletter, I would highly recommend checking out on our website. We release multiple newsletters. So feel free to sign up for more than one. I release a small business newsletter once a month, and that's when I share our agency's update, any workshop that are coming up or networking opportunity, as well as any updates from general state agencies. Also, I'm sharing a couple more contacts, phone numbers, time for in-person consultation. Okay, and this is slow in coming, but I think I will eventually get my email address up here. There you go. So my email address, I'm going to share it in the chat as well so that you can have that. All right. So feel free to email me with any issues you may have for your business, whatever have you, like, if there is anything with our agencies, I'll be your liaison. So feel free to connect with me one-on-one outside of this. All right, so I see a few questions in the chat. Lisa, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and maybe you can help me go through them.
Okay. All right, the first one. Just as thank you, yes, because I have been wanting a status update on my earned tax credit. Please share your info. Thank you.
Absolutely. I just shared my contact, and you can also email me directly.
Okay.
Feel free to do that.
The next one. If I just got my tax and use license, but haven't set up my Tax Connect portal yet, should I wait until after the migration?
I would do that, yes. Since right now, so during the migration period, there will be some of the component you may not be able to access it. So either do it in next 2 days, or I would wait until it's done.
Okay, that's all the questions right now.
Wonderful. Well, I'm here. If anybody has any questions, Lisa, how much more time do we have?
You have until 2 o'clock.
Oh,
So
we have plenty of time. Okay.
this says, I thought they closed the office on Joppa Road. Is my information not correct?
Oh, you are correct. Actually, there is my one of the older slide, and I apologize for that. So instead, we have let me double check. So instead, I think we have office in Bel Air now. Yep.
Okay, that's all the questions right now.
I don't mind hanging here for a little bit.
If anybody has any other questions, if you want to unmute, feel free to ask while she's here.
Yeah, feel free to come out, show your face. Maybe we can use this time to introduce each other.
Does anybody have any questions for me or for Gabrielle at the Women's Business Centers?
I'm going to drop
Hello.
in. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
Hi, my name is Brandy. I came onto the meeting late, so I'm assuming the recording is going to get sent out. Is that
Yes, it will.
correct? Okay. So my I guess not necessary question. So I am new to entrepreneurship. I'm just initiating my business, and that's why I came on. I guess because I'm trying to learn to make sure I start up properly and do everything correctly. So definitely will look at the recording, and then I'm definitely interested in signing up for some of the future events. That's it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And so I'll share the link for all our virtual workshops. That way you can check it out. And we also post our public events on the same website. If you go to marylandtexas.gov, there are like 5 different tabs, and the center one is the business. And there are, all business related events, resources, all bundled in one location. Yeah. I see a question. I mean, I see a message from Guy about lending. Like I said, we don't offer lending, but I am hosting these workshop with the agency partners on October 15. So please register them. Since the workshop finalized yesterday, the registration link is not live on our website yet, but you should have that before end of this week. And it's the same link as virtual workshop.
And also we offer, it's called Let's Talk Funding workshop that we offer here as well, that talks about our funding if you fall within the areas that we serve. So if you're on the Eastern Shore of Maryland, Baltimore City, Baltimore County, Anne Arundel, Cecil County, then you fall in in our area, so you can reach out to us. It's also on our website too, which is marylandcapital.org. We have two websites. We have one for the Women's Business Center and then MCE's. But I'll type that in again so that you can see when that's offered. Okay. Okay, and somebody's asking about grants. Unfortunately, we don't do grants here at the Women's Business Center. If I hear about a grant, then I always post it on our Facebook page. So if it's something that can help, women or men and women, then I'll post it and let people know. So if you follow us on our Facebook page, Gabrielle, did you have anything to say about that? I think she's still on here. Maybe she is, maybe not. I don't see her name. Okay, maybe she dropped off.
I'll add something to that along that line. So for the grant programs, I would say that you should check out these resources that I'm sharing in the link. So Department of Commerce has a nonprofit navigator in their office, and she is a great assistant if you are looking for guidance to write grants. She could also give you pointers, as well as she, I don't know the frequency of the newsletter, but she does send out newsletter, and then her website has a lot of, resources and opportunities. So I would highly recommend checking that out.
Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know that. So
yeah, I'm happy to make an introduction if you need.
That'd be great. Yeah, because a lot of times we tell people to go to grants.gov, but you got to get on there and look around. And if you're not really sure what you're looking for, you're kind of lost until you get on there and see it enough and know. But it's nice to have somebody that can kind of guide them.
Right. So her primary role is to help businesses that are currently receiving grants from the state government, to help them, with any issues with the payments or whatever have you. But then she expands from there on. So I think she's a wonderful resource.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, when you say reach out to us, which email address should we use? She's looking for funding in Baltimore. So you can either use my email that I put in, which is ltwilley@marylandcapital.org. And I'll take that in again. And then we can kind of, go from there depending on what you're looking for. Anybody else have any questions? We just kind of wanted to have this today so that if you have tax questions, now's your chance to ask. Either put them in the chat or ask, like we said, unmute. I know I'm not always thinking about it myself right now, but when it gets close to tax time, I'll be thinking about it. Especially because my husband has a business, so I'll be like,
Yeah, well, you know where to find me. You have my email address. And I know tax-related questions are hard to answer in the live conversation for both technical and privacy reasons. So that is why I shared my email address. So feel free to reach out to me.
Let me just pull up some of our classes that are coming up. Just had them up here a second ago. Let's see what we have coming up next. So on the 20th this week, We have Introduction to SBA Programs and Services. So if you guys are interested in learning more about what the Small Business Administration offers, that's a good class to be on. You can find out some good information. So if you want to register for that, you can go right to our website and register. And then the Let's Talk funding I was talking about is August 27th. And that is, let me see what time that is.
You may want to drop your link here in the chat so people can access it.
Yeah. That one is August 27th from noon to 1. Let me put that back in there in the chat. www.marylandcapital.org. And it's listed right under education. Actually, I could have just copied that. Let me just do that. That will take you right there. Good grief, I got so many things up on the screen. Hold on a second. Here we go. Well, there we go. That takes you right to the screen itself, the education page. And you can register for different classes there. So we have a lot coming up in the September as well. And some of those are online now. So first steps to starting your own business if you haven't started yet. That's September 9th. More SBA classes, SBA 8-day business development, government contracting webinar coming up. So we have lots of stuff coming up. So check out our website and let me know if you have any questions. You can email me or call me because I put my phone number in there as well. And I guess, and now I guess we're going to let everyone go if nobody has any more questions right now. Thank you, Janelle, for doing this today. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. I'm here. If you ever need me again, feel free to reach out.
All right. That sounds good. Thank you, guys. You guys have a good day.
Thank you.